another day, another protest. Protesters gathered near the Bell Hotel in Epping Forest in Essex, where, of course, a migrant staying at a local asylum hotel has been charged with an alleged sexual offence against a local schoolgirl. Concerned locals down there today, there they are on your screen, they want the hotel shut down, and they include worried mums and dads who fear for their kids' safety. But counter-protesters from Stand Up to Racism turned up today and said they were there to make their voices heard against alleged far-right groups who they say first organised the protest.
A distinct difference here between the two sides is if you look at the flags, you've got England flags, Union Jacks, you've got ladies in flags draped around them, lots of patriotism, and then on the flip side, if you spin over there, a stark contrast, you've got trans flags.
Anyway, we then decided to make our way to the counter-protest pen used by Stand Up to Racism. That's where things got a little bit more frosty.
Excuse me. Hi, I liked your sign. You want a quick chat? What does your sign say, sir? Tear down borders. It says tear down borders. Hi, guys. Oh, that's not very nice.
Yo, every time it's the same thing. You ask them questions, they never answer. Because they don't have argument. Like, how can you defend illegal immigrants assaulting little girls? And it's not everybody, it's not. Yes, it is everybody. Because they are allowed by their false book, the Quran. They are all allowed to do it. Not some of them. Some of them do it, but they are all allowed to do it because they follow their false book before they follow the law. They don't even follow the law. They are illegal. So the first thing they do in this country is literally a crime.
So we're just here to...
Get out of here! You
And these people with the LGBT pride flag, they are defending the Muslims. That's crazy. Like in Islamic countries, you get your head cut off.
Yes. How you doing? You okay?
No, I don't want to talk to you, thank you.
Oh, you just came up to me.
Want you here?
You don't want us here?
No.
Oh.
Can you off, please?
That's okay. We're,
If you want to
We're allowed
talk to
to.
me, hang on, I'll find you someone.
you don't need to be so
Do
angry.
you know who your own?
We don't want you here. What are you talking about, bro?
Why wouldn't we be so
Over
angry?
here.
You don't need to be
No
angry.
people
Over
die
here.
around the world.
Anyway, as you can see, I was directed to speak to one of the security organisers for Stand Up to Racism. I eventually found him and asked for a conversation, and this was his response.
You got a few minutes for a quick word?
Off you go, off you go. You're not welcome. You're not welcome.
Well, we're
here.
allowed in here, actually.
You're not welcome here.
I'm sorry, we're allowed in here.
You're not
Are
welcome
you
here,
from
mate.
Stand Up to Racism? Do you want a quick
You're not
conversation?
welcome
You're here on a counter protest. Would you like a quick conversation? Seems strange that you come down here with a counter protest. You've got a big security presence, big police presence, and you don't want to talk about things.
And listen, you can say whatever you want on Donald Trump, but at least on immigration is on point.
There's a couple of things I could say, but on immigration, you better get your act together. Or you're not going to have Europe anymore. You got to get your act together. And we, as you know, last month we had nobody entering our country. Nobody. Shut it down. And we took out a lot of bad people that got there with Biden. Biden was a total stiff. And what he allowed to happen, but you're allowing it to happen to your countries. And you got to stop this horrible invasion that's happening to Europe, many countries in Europe.
And now that Trump is doing a good job on immigration, where do you think those immigrants gonna go? We have to stop this or else there will be no more Europa. Why don't you welcome them in your house? Why do we have to pay taxes for these illegal immigrants when you guys are so kind that you can welcome them in your house? Refugees are not welcome, especially because most of them are not refugees of war. Most of them just come from shitholes, and guess what? Why do you think their countries are shitholes? Because of them, because of their culture, because of their traditions, because of what they do, how they act. Okay, let's be real. Europe was built by Europeans, that's why it's a great place. Every safe and beautiful country, thanks to God, was built by Europeans. So it has to stay that way, because as soon as we change the demographic and we become the minority, what do you think is gonna happen? If Europe becomes Pakistan, do you think it's going to be the same as now? Like, come on. And you know, these Patriots are clashing with the police and these illegal migrants defenders because lately multiple men, obviously Muslims, assaulted little girls as they were staying in the Bell Hotel in Essex. So there was a big protest against these illegal immigrants, and the British people wanted them out of the hotel and sent back to the sandbox, righteously. But these people, the illegal migrants defenders, obviously clashed with the Patriots because they don't care about the country. They just want destruction. That's why they have the pride flag, you know. They don't want to follow the rules. They just want chaos. So after that, instead of sending them back to the sandbox, those illegal immigrants, what did the government do? Just place them in other hotels, you know? So the British people pay taxes for them to stay in nice hotels for free, healthy food, free Wi-Fi, free housing, free healthcare, free everything, you know? And while we pay for everything, they are children.
There's 12,000 ex-servicemen on the streets, and why should they get priority? I'm not racist in any way, shape or form, but I just think it's morally wrong. I generally do. I think Nigel Farage, I think he's the man, because he says what people are scared to say, in my opinion.
Let's in every refugee! Run the Nazis in the sea! Let's in every refugee! Run the Nazis in the sea! Let's in every refugee! Run the Nazis in the sea! Are you strong? Eat a power protector! Eat a power protector! Eat a power protector! Tell me! I'm a
society of equality and treating people well, and I want to see things improve. I'm intensely depressed about the divisions that made by people like those extreme right people over there who are trying to blame.
Yeah, obviously we are extreme right. Yeah, you know what? We are extremely right, okay? Because your people are our children. Tell me, when do you see Christians going to Muslim countries and doing what Muslims do in Christian countries? Tell me. No one does that. No Christian does that, okay? So I don't give a fuck, honestly. And if you play pretend and you just don't seem to see reality for what it is, it's your problem, not our problem. We don't have to play pretend because of your feelings, okay? We are protecting our children. What is extreme right about that? To protect our country and our children?
And people who are at the bottom of society here, and even worse.
Like, do you understand? Deport all illegals. Okay, what's wrong about that? They are literally illegals. They are doing crimes. The first thing they did in our country is a crime. Came here illegally. What is wrong with these people? Like, it's just saying follow the law. Is that extreme right? Okay, so you're a criminal.
In very poor countries.
It's absolutely disgusting. Like I said, we don't even know they are. They're walking the streets. They've got no passports, no consequences. You know, it's like, I don't know what. I'm only here now to support, because I've got kids and I'm worried. I'm honestly shit scared. All my friends are shit scared. When it's enough, that's like Starmer. It should be, honestly, in my opinion, it should be done for treason.
And this is wrong. And there's people on the streets. No way.
Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. If we should keep them or send them back to the sandbox. Because honestly, guys, if we don't do something, Europe is gonna fall, you know? And you know, maybe some people don't see the consequences yet, but soon enough you will. God bless you guys.